Hello, it's good to have you back for the 6 p.m. editions of VTV News. I'm Lanning, and 15 minutes of current events are coming your way. Vietnam and the UK share financial technology solutions. And later, Hui's Citadel attracts tourists, with more sites being restored and reopened to the public. Now, top news for this hour. 7 top UK financial technology firms have come to Vietnam to exchange their experiences as well as seek for business opportunities. At a financial technology seminar held this morning in Hanoi by the British Embassy, the firms presented a range of financial technology solutions such as cross-border payments, community fundraising, and data analysis for risk management. The UK ambassador to Vietnam, Giles Lover, said that Vietnam's financial market is developing rapidly, though it will be benefited more by applying these modern technologies. In addition, with 23 million smartphones and 55 million mobile subscribers, Vietnam's e-commerce market is attracting a number of UK businesses. However, Vietnam's current e-commerce sector accounts for only 1% of the retail market, compared to 8% in China. The UK's firms will stay in Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City until January the 15th. Now, according to the government's report on state budget's balance, revenue reached $45 billion, which is 11% up on the set target. Meanwhile, the budget deficit was kept at $10 billion, equivalent to 5% of GDP. Despite this achievement, the Ministry of Finance intends to further tighten fiscal discipline, especially in state budget spending, as part of efforts to address any concerns over long-term debts.
The report showed that the state budget deficit over the 2011-2015 period was maintained at around 5% of GDP. The rising state deficit was partially attributed to the government's policies to stimulate investment and consumption, in addition to the impact of the domestic and global economic cycle.
The use of the state budget has not been controlled. Many fields are prone to corruption and wastefulness. In the coming time, attention must be paid to intensifying supervision to ensure transparency in the use of the budget and cutting unnecessary and ineffective expense.
Many experts have suggested that one of the sustainable solutions to reduce pressure on the budget deficit would be to enable more public-private partnership projects, which will reduce budget spending.
Since 2009, the government has implemented many policies to support businesses. However, many firms have not fully recovered and are facing financial difficulties. Therefore, public-private partnerships enable businesses and should have the efficiency of the projects.
Under the context of comprehensive economic restructuring, how to attract investment from private and foreign sectors remain a big question. Therefore, policies and mechanisms should be implemented in a way that encourage investors and create momentum for them to play an active role in the restructuring process.
The Ministry of Finance will issue various policies to facilitate the development and sustainability of the market, including encouraging investment from abroad. At the same time, Vietnam will simplify its administrative procedures to enable more foreign investors to operate in Vietnam, particularly in buying shares from equitized state-owned enterprises.
The Central Highlands province of Lâm Đồng welcomed over 110 foreign investor projects in recent years, a figure only previously achieved after a decade. Besides Lâm Đồng advantages, the main reason for the success is the development of the province's infrastructures over the last 4 years.
This foreign invested firm has been operating in Lâm Đồng flower industry for nearly 20 years. In the past, it used to cost them thousands of US dollars to transport materials and equipment to build greenhouses due to poor infrastructure.
It took time and money to transport our equipment and materials from Ho Chi Minh City to Lâm Đồng. We had to divide the materials into batches to transport them on narrow and bumpy roads.
The company also witnessed the significant changes in the local infrastructure over the past 5 years. National and provincial highways traversing the region has all been upgraded. As a flour trading firm, reduced flight times and costs are obviously a major advantage.
Transportation is much faster. It ensures we are preserving the quality of our products.
Foreign investors from Israel and Japan are also eyeing Lumdong's high-tech agriculture industry. The local authorities in Lumdong have pledged to create better conditions through improved infrastructure.
We intend to build more roads connecting industrial areas in the region, besides improving logistics services. We also look forward to support policies from the government and Ministry of Transport to develop and finish the highway network, which connects the province with neighboring localities, such as the Long Thành Dầu Dây Highway.
According to local authorities, with 110 projects, investment attraction will lag behind the potential offered by the province. The number of investment projects in the province will continue to grow, creating jobs for thousands of people.
Ho Chi Minh City is promoting the use of information technology application in traffic control to reduce congestions and accidents in the city. Now, together with the use of traffic cameras, an application called ITS, or Intelligent Transportation System, is also being applied. Now, ITS facilitates the city's Department of Transportation to appropriately adjust traffic lights, particularly during rush hours. This has helped reduce traffic congestions in the city to a large extent. Ho Chi Minh City is planning to apply more technological solutions to control traffic in the coming time.
Exotic Vietnam is an intriguing blend of many charms. This land is where all manner of stunning landscapes await like a visual feast, rivaled only by the beauty of its people and their abundantly rich tradition and culture. Here is where you can relive the past in richest color or live it up in the bright lights of the big city. With so much more to offer, Vietnam is simply unforgettable.
Welcome back to VTV News. Now, the Center for Research and Production of Vaccines and Medical Bioproducts has started a pilot run for the polio vaccine on 240 children from 10 communes in the northern province of Phu Thọ. The pilot follows the vaccine's successful test on 60 adults and clinical trials on animals. The children will be injected 3 doses of polio vaccine, IPOVAC, with each a month apart. Each child will receive 3 blood tests to check their immune reactions. If the tests are successful, the vaccine will continue to be given to 1,000 children. It is expected that the IPOVAC polio vaccine will be available by 2018. Now, still in the medical sector, the National Center for Coordinating Human Organ Transplants has announced a record number of people who have agreed to donate their organ after death and a brain death this morning. Now, specifically, 3,542 people have registered to donate their organs. The call for organ donors has been launched across 17 provinces across Vietnam. According to statistics, only 308 patients have received transplants from 37 donors. In fact, the number of donors is still much lower than the number of patients in need. Since 1992, 16 medical units have carried out organ transplants. The National Center for Coordinating Human Organ Transplants are now still calling for organ donations to help patients in need. Now, moving on to other sector, the government is working on improving the quality of university education so that students receive value from their education and businesses can also benefit from better qualified workers. The head of Vietnam Initiative Program in the U.S. has given his proposals as part of these discussions about to raise the quality of university education.
The Vietnamese Young Leader Scholarship is a program organized by the Ministry of Education and Training and Vietnam Initiative in the U.S. The scholarship is aimed to improve the quality of staff and has been running for 2 years.
Students are still afraid of making mistakes, although they know the answers. So they need to be encouraged to express their opinions, even they're not right.
Social skills are still one of their weaknesses because they learn and work in an environment in which they don't have to speak in front of large audiences and interact with many people.
Trần Ngọc Anh, graduating from Harvard University, is one among 10 members of the Education Dialogue Group. According to the group, the 4 factors that go towards ensuring a quality university education are quality testing, ranking and comparisons.
There should be more practical lessons for students. Information disclosure is also crucial. There needs to be a survey about the proportion of graduates who can find a job after 6 months and how much their salary is. The survey will give students information to choose appropriate university and also boost competition among universities.
According to Trần Ngọc Anh, financial investment is obviously essential in attracting better teachers, which has an impact on teaching quality.
Now, in recent years, many of Hue's historical sites have been restored and reopened to welcome tourists. Beside the royal tombs, which are already very popular with tourists, the opening of several royal palaces has attracted tourists thanks to their great historical and cultural values.
Trường Sanh Palace is located in the northwestern corner of the citadel. It was built during the reign of King Minh Mạng, who reigned between 1820 and 1841, functioning as a royal flower garden for his mother's leisurely strolls. Since its opening, this space has become an attractive destination for tourists.
I had been to Hue a few years ago. This time, my family chose Hue Citadel as our first stop. I feel so excited to visit many other interesting places, such as Trường Sanh and Diên Thọ palaces. These palaces help us understand more about the lives of the queens.
I was impressed by the Áo Dài. I have heard of it a lot, but this is the first time I see it in person. I will buy Áo Dài as souvenirs for my sister.
Visiting Trường Sanh Palace, tourists have the chance to enjoy royalty in a cozy atmosphere or put on beautiful áo dài designed in historical, old-fashioned style. After being restored, places like Diên Thọ Palace, Bình An Đường, Từ Cung Memorial House have become attractive destinations for tourists.
Hue's palaces have unique features. Our duty is to restore the heritage, but to maintain its spirit and soul as well.
In 2015, Hue welcomed about 2 million tourists, achieving a record $9 million in revenue. Due to the high-quality services offered by travel agencies, the number of tourists visiting the palaces of the Nguyễn Dynasty's queen mothers has increased significantly.
We have cooperated with travel agencies to offer tourists the best services. We are working to introduce the beauty of these palaces at night. They are really beautiful.
The operation of new tourist destination is seen as highlights of Hue historical site, contributing to the development of Hue's tourism.
And coming up next, as always, is our updated weather forecast. And that does it for now on VTV News. Remember to visit vtv4.vn or youtube.com/vtv4go. We'd love to hear what you think about the stories you've seen here today. This is Lan Anh, and thanks for watching.